Hey people, it is Tuesday, June 6th. The time right now is 6:20 p.m. Hopefully you can see and hear everything okay. That's a southbound look down line 1, right along Yonge Street. Vivian Johnson's here, Sheena Roberts is here, Ali BHG is here. It's a mod party. Hello mods. I meant to live stream yesterday, but I just didn't get around to it, so we will be streaming today instead. Bash Brannigan's here, Who's Jaw. This stream was something I wanted to do. I wouldn't say it was not planned. I wasn't sure if I was gonna go for a ride on the bike. I didn't get my other e-bike fixed yet, or on the scooter, but something happened when I was hooking. I gotta turn the volume down here. When I was hooking my phone up, I accidentally broke this thing. So hopefully it can stay on here. Let me adjust the quality down to data saver. I see a lot of people in the chat. Sebastian, the Ottawa Wanderer, Salazar. And there I am, ready to go. I decided to put the sunglasses in my backpack just so I could see the screen. So I think maybe today we will go to Davenport Road. Davenport Road has a bike lane. Maybe we could ride that over, I don't know, to Ossington. I have no idea. Sounds like a ride to me. D. Gilmore says, hey man, love the content. Thanks, Jelly Beans here. Mr. Mountain Hiker says, have a safe ride. Firehorse, Young Jedi, and everyone else, thank you so much. Yeah, it's been a while since I have done an e-bike live stream, so I'm going to hook this thing up to my chest mount here, and we're going to take a quick little test spin, and if all is well, we will whoop, sorry. My phone just almost made an emergency call. Oopsie doopsie. Let me get this chest mount on nice and straight. Stupid iPhone. That's what you get for using an Apple product, I guess. I'm just going to take a quick test spin down the street, and if all is well, we'll make our way to the main streets. Let's see if this looks good, if it looks level. Hey, we got a super chat. Did I see that right? The Ottawa Wanderer, enjoy the ride, 220. Lisa Palmer, Indigenous Power, thank you for the 220. I will indeed try to enjoy the ride. I hope you do as well. Let's just see how this looks, if I need to make any adjustments. If not, we will be good to go. Looks a little lopsided on the handlebars, I guess, but I don't know, is that okay? Is it not okay? Maybe I'll make a little adjustment. Let's just see how that goes. So I think what I'll do is I'll turn right at Yonge Street here in Midtown. We are just south of Yonge and Eglinton. And then I'll go right at Chaplin and I'll take that to Avenue. Then I can take that down to Davenport. Or I could take St. Clair to Russell Hill Road down to Davenport. They're both going to be options. Thank you again for the super chat, Lisa. And just a heads up, when I am riding, I don't normally keep my eyes on the chat. Safety first. Actually going to move my wallet here into my front pocket. I don't like it being in my back pocket, kind of hanging out like that. Orchidelia's here. Eagles Prey. I saw some videos from Thailand on your channel recently, Orchidelia. Thanks for tuning in. As what is going on here? Salazar, 279, enjoy your ride. Thank you, Salazar, 76. Salazar, 26, whoops, thank you. So this is Southdown Yonge, but I'm gonna spare you guys the Yonge Street treatment. We're gonna turn right here at Chaplin. And hopefully later this week I can get the other e-bike up and running, the badass Fat Tire moving e-bike. I got a flat on the rear in that one. I've just not got around to getting it fixed. Thank you again, Salazar, and thank you, the Ottawa Wanderer. So turning right here directly into the sun, and maybe a bike ride isn't the best thing you could be doing today. We have very bad air quality in the city, thanks to over 160 wildfires going on in Quebec. Oh man, look at this traffic we've hit. And this Lexus here making it hard. All right, we're gonna take a little shortcut. Actually, traffic's pretty good up ahead. I'll just stay on Chaplin rather than cut through the park. We're gonna go left on Avenue. We'll take Avenue down to Davenport, and then we'll just stick to that for a while. We'll be in a nice comfy bike lane. Maybe I'll ride that over to Ossington, and we could just take Ossington down. I don't really know what the hell I'm doing. All right, well, actually we'll go left at Oriole Parkway. Why would I go to Avenue? This will lead us to Avenue. Mr. Hippo here. Leon Bombshell, Canwell. It says bad air quality in upstate New York as well. Well, the good news is I'm not pedaling, so I'm not really gonna be breathing in a whole lot more than I would be by just walking. Probably less. I'm really just sitting here using the throttle the whole ride. This e-bike has exceptional range with its giant battery. And hopefully the ride is buttery smooth. It should be very smooth from your point of view. Wesley Torres is here. When we get to the more scenic look around bits, I'll slow down. Oh, we can burn a little rubber around these parts. So I'll be going left here. Lisa's here. Firehorse says butter, thank you. Chris Mills likes butter. I'm in the wrong lane apparently. There we go. And it's South on Avenue. And we're at Heath Street in the Deer Park neighborhood. Arjot in the house. PGH. Mass the Transit Kid. My tire snagged on a twig there. It's all good. We are tootsing our way down Avenue Road. That's what we'll call it. But yeah, you can see the haze in the sky. We have not had clear skies, clear blue skies in a while. Thanks to these wildfires from our neighboring provinces. Sanjay and Kingston's here. Hello, Sanjay. This is Balmoral Avenue. And we already have over 200 viewers. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell. There's going to be a lot more e-bike and e-scooter live streams. Coming up now that the weather is so nice. And I think I've got a better setup than in previous years. Look at this. Why are you pulling out so far to make a right turn? I'm currently going 34 miles per hour, whatever the hell that is in kilometers. Aided very much so by that big hill we went down. This is DuPont Street. I could turn right here and it'll actually take me to Davenport Road a little quicker. But we'll turn right on Davenport itself. You'll see what I mean by that. But for this stretch, Davenport runs south of DuPont, but it's going to jet up and run north of DuPont very soon. SR Gotts in the house. Robert Saberwall. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Little Vespa gang. So this is west on Davenport Road. We're just going to go in this direction for a while. And I saw earlier that Brad Palmer was live streaming. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to tune in for it. I got the notification after the stream had ended. I wasn't really looking at my phone. Well, I hope your stream went well, Brad. This is Bedford Road. Chatty Cathy in the house. Baldy and Gotta Sweep says hi. Hello. What camera am I using? I'm using the trusty iPhone 12 in what should be a very good stabilization mode. My only complaint is the camera lens isn't in the middle of my chest mount. That's why it looks like I gotta hopefully not pick up a music match for this. That's why it looks like my right handlebars are sticking out a little more from your point of view, but oh well. So this is just north of downtown. And this is DuPont Street, which I already passed. And now Davenport goes north of DuPont under the CP rail tracks. I'm going to be going left here. Chuck Diamond, channel member for 31 months. Call out to your channel. Love your channel, longtime member. Chuck Diamond, in fact, you are one of the longest time members we have. Thank you so much for your support over the past 3 years, Chuck. And now Davenport's gonna work its way to be more west again. We're going to be scooting by, or I guess rolling by the Casa Loma property. That'll be on our right, but we're not really going to be able to see that. The Baldwin steps are on the right. This is Walmer straight ahead. For a very brief period of about 3 or 4 months, I lived in a house just here on the right. One of these ones, I don't remember the number, but I had taught in Korea for a year and I came back to Toronto and I wasn't sure what I was doing yet. And a couple of really good friends were renting a 3-bedroom house, but there were just 2 of them, so they put me up in a room until I figured my shit out. big lip to go up here. And we've made it to Bathurst. You thought I also lived on Vaughan? No, that was a Humewood. That was Humewood. The Toll Keepers Park on the right. I just want to check something. Does the video look a little crooked to you guys? Let me just pull over for a sec. Or does that look relatively flat? It might just be the way the road is pitched. It looks good enough to me. So if you're just tuning in, we are going west on Davenport Road in an area that is northwest of downtown. This is Christie Street. I live streamed a walk down Christie Street last week. And this is Shaw Street, so this would be an excellent choice to go down. It's a heavily bike trafficked street, but oh well. I think we're gonna go on Ossington, which is coming up soon. Greg Hubert says a tad skewed. Sorry about that. All right, this is Ossington, so let's go left here. Let me jump into this left turning lane. Let's do it. That guy's really pushing his luck. Going left. So I've heard from some people in Kingston that it's pretty bad there with the wildfires going on in Quebec. There's a bit of a campfire-y smell, at least in the morning there was here. That sort of subtle burnt campfire smell. All right, 10 seconds, we're gonna get to turn here. And now we're going south down Ossington Avenue. And this is Geary Avenue. It's a street I gotta go back and revisit in a future video. Hello, Maroof. Intuitive Imprints and everyone else. So I'm just going to keep going down Ossington, maybe all the way down Ossington, I don't know. There's an Olivia Chow sign. There's an H3. I have not seen an H3 in a very long time. Remember those things? I don't even think they are real Hummers. I guess there would be zero market for vehicles like that these days with gas prices being where they are. But if you're wondering where I am, just over to the left is about where Christie Pitts Park begins. We'll be crossing Bathurst Street in a few blocks. And this is Ossington Station on the right, and we are at Bloor Street. Ossington Avenue Baptist Church, just up on the right. This is a bumpy ass road. So last year when I set out to record my first bike ride of the season, this is the street where I wiped out and bounced my head off the pavement. And somehow the camera that I had mounted turned around at that moment and caught the impact. That was more south of here, I think just south of Dundas. Or rather, just south of, in between College and Dundas. This is Harvard Street on the left. And we continue south down Ossington. And I may have recorded a Charlie video. For those that have been inquiring, when will I record another Charlie video? I don't know if it's going to be on this channel or the Stumbles channel. Cannibal says, ouch. The richest remember seeing it. It was crazy. Yeah, that was probably the craziest moment I've ever caught on video. Not being sucker punched. That's probably the second craziest moment, but having a spill, and definitely wear your helmet, folks. I would have been a proper cracked egg had I not have been wearing a helmet. Cracked egg, scrambled egg. Something wouldn't have been right if I even survived it. And we're at College, so this is Little Italy here. We're definitely going to go for a ride and check out the new separated bike lanes on College, and Wellington for that matter. Once they're in, Marge, $5. Stay hydrated, bud. Thank you, Marge. Thank you for the $5. Cynthia says, Charlie. Yeah, Charlie the Woodle. He's a dog I used to walk frequently, not so much these days. But there's a couple of videos where I've walked him on the Johnny Stumbles channel. Now we've got streetcar tracks to contend with. Luckily, these tires are thick enough. They're not really going to get caught in those grooves. This is Churchill Avenue. It was right around here actually where I think it happened. Right across from Pope Francis School on the left. I think it was like in this very spot where my head went bouncy on the road. This is Dundas Street coming up. I'm just gonna keep going south on Ossington here. Campbell says maybe a Johnny stumbles tonight, asking for a friend. No, this will be the only stream tonight. But thank you again, Marge, and thank you to Salazar26 and Lisa Palmer as well for their support earlier in the stream. And we're at 290 viewers. Thanks, guys. Liz, yay for Charlie video, 279. Liz, thank you so much. I don't know which channel the Charlie video will go on, but I took him to a big park. Thanks again, Liz. Thank you, Marge. And to the others. That was kind of the highlight of my day. There's Bellwoods Brewery on the right. Apparently they're getting a new location north of here. They've been battling the landlord on that one. Yeah, this is when you're on your bike, you just have to kind of ride in the middle of the lane. That's too close to the door zone to be riding right along the cars. Just take the whole lane. It's all good. If anyone complains, they're a jackass. And we've made it to Queen West. Well, let's see, what is it like at the end of Ossington Avenue? Let's go south all the way to the end. I've been kind of avoiding major streets on this one. We're the more popular usual suspects. Marge says Charlie is cute. Any channel? Give this car the chance to turn right, but it doesn't want to. Let's go see. What's waiting for us on Lower Ossington? I don't think anything. I think it's just like a dead end. Visitor parking for Cam H. Is this even a street here? Oh wow. Look at that view. CN Tower. I have never been this way. That should be Shaw Street just up ahead. We're Strawn. No, yeah, Shaw. It wouldn't be Strawn. We're not at Trinity Bellwoods yet. Is it Shaw? I think so. All right. South we go. Douro Street, 100 meters straight ahead. Let's take Douro Street. Maybe we can go see what the new Wellington bike lanes are like. This will take us down to them. Vivian Johnson says, thumbs up for a man on the go. Thank you, Vivian. I don't really feel like taking the right around a car that's signaling right, but whatevs, we made it. Stop sign. Look at this nice curb separated bike lane. CN Tower straight ahead. Roar of some trains going by on the right. Oh, it looks like Wellington is closed, probably due to the bike lane construction. Ironically, I was here to explore the bike lanes. Oopsie, let's just turn right onto Strawn. Epic Nation HD says, I sadly have to mute the sound, but I will be here watching the beautiful bike ride. Congrats on 1,000 subscribers to you, Epic Nation HD. Good job on that. I met him the other week along with the Ken Continuum and Toronto Tech and Transit for Sapand TTC Explorer's birthday. Henry was doing a live stream, then I did a live stream and was accompanied by Ken and those guys for maybe half an hour or so of it. This is Manitoba Drive. I'm kind of tempted to turn right here. Well, it's taking me this way. So we're going into the exhibition place grounds. I don't know why, but we are. Let's do a quick little lap around here. There's a Toronto Police horse unit right in front of me. That sign said, your speed, slow down. You are going too fast. There's a 29 Sufferin' Dufferin' bus. Hey, we can actually see the police horses. I don't know if the camera's picking them up, but look at that. There's 4 horses in there. And yes, it stinks. So I'm guessing they're just going to pull along here and then unload the horses. That's kind of cool. I think that lady's stopping to probably take a picture of it. That's Exhibition Go Station on the right, and there's a tunnel that you could take under to Liberty Village. That cyclist was not going to stop for the stop sign, was he? He just kept going right through. There's BMO Field in front, home of the Toronto Argonauts of the Canadian Football League, Toronto FC, and it will be the site of some World Cup action. They actually have a ticket vendor, and there's some temporary seating set up here, it looks like. Go along the perimeter of the stadium here. We're hopping right into a bike lane here. I'm heading east. That's still the stadium on the left. Pretty neat view of the CN Tower straight ahead. Just want to pull my sleeves down for a sec. One says BMO Field. Hello, Clara Cabal. Hey, 343 viewers. Thanks, guys. Like, subscribe, yada yada. I'm going to try to do a few more live streams this week. Probably Friday night. I don't think I'll be around Saturday night. Maybe tomorrow or Thursday will be another one. All right, so this is a stretch the Indy cars run along here. Hello, JK. Johnny getting a speeding ticket would make for a viral video. You know what? If I was actually speeding over the legal limit, I would probably just pay it and shut up. But make a video out of it, why not? Jellybean, 550. Jellybean, thumbs up. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you, Jellybean. We've got a pack of runners coming up on the left. Here I am lazily sitting on a bike, twisting a throttle. Oh, that girl is running hard. That's no casual jog she's on. Good for her. There's some 29 different buses. Thanks again, Jelly Bean. And these are the Prince's Gates, not the Princess Gates, but the Prince's Gates, straight ahead. And I just missed the light. Nope. Hey, there's softball going on at Coronation. I used to play in a league that would be playing at this time right now. I used to play in a men's insurance league. Not a men's, sorry, a co-ed. I don't know why I said men's. I think that's harder to get together and organize with so much work from home these days. Frankie's in the house. I have no idea what's making that noise. Certainly annoying. All right, looks like 15 more seconds left in the light cycle. We got a walk sign. There's our green light. Let's head into Coronation Park. There's a few options for, yeah, let's take this trail. I wonder if this is the league I used to play in. See if I can recognize anything going on. Oh, I miss playing that, but I think my 42-year-old bones are a bit too old. To be killing myself. I don't recognize either of those. Oh, I miss these days.
Go, Erica! Take a break! So I think you're on deck. Oh!
All right, that's...
Did he call a strike on that? He didn't hit the box. Go, Erica!
Yeah, it hit the box. That was a strike. That was not the league. The league I played was self-pitch, or team pitch. They were pitching to the opposite team there. Also, we weren't fancy to put pylons to mark out of bounds. I guess I could have gone right there, but oh well. Just hop onto Lakeshore Boulevard. So this is Stadium Road. Should we take the Waterfront Trail? Okay, let's do it, but not the usual waterfront detours. I'll probably be doing a morning live stream along here at some point. So the limit on these multi-use trails is 20 kilometers per hour. I generally respect that. Although what I hate are multi-use trails. I think it's absolutely stupid to mix pedestrians and cyclists on the same path. It makes no sense, especially here when you have a big dedicated sidewalk right beside it. Oh well, it is what it is. Some people probably arrived from the airport and they're just walking themselves with their luggage. So this is east on the Martin Goodman Waterfront Trail through the downtown section. Lisa's just cooking her dinner. My dinner was a smoothie. My lunch was Subway sandwich. And my breakfast, a bowl of Shreddies. That guy on the e-scooter needs to stay on his side. The Skylum is open tonight. One thing we haven't really had in the past few days are blue skies, all that haze from the wildfires. But I will say the air is much fresher now than it was this morning. It just smelled like a campfire this morning when I went out. Notice the bicycle signal and all the people aimlessly wandering into the light or crossing. Lisa says good for photos, bad for lungs. Sapand is here. Hello, Sapand, TTC Explorer. He blasts right through the red light. As do these people. Lighthouse says Ottawa was terrible this morning. Better tonight. Yeah, Toronto was really terrible this morning. Wesley says, how much did I pay for this bike? $0. They sent it to me. Yes, this is how we should walk on a multi-use trail. And we're at the foot of York Street. Zach had a burrito from Mucho Burrito. I haven't been there in a while. And we're at Bay Street. We almost got away without hearing a siren. I think we heard some earlier in the stream. See this guy's e-bike on the left? That should not be on this trail. That is not the correct category of e-bike. And we're at the foot of Yonge Street. Ash Brannigan says cars can't in Canada sue in a crash. Well, that's why there's liability insurance. And there's a lot of regulations behind that. But in terms of bikes, you are subject to the limits of the auto insurance. If you're hit by a car, if that person has car insurance, their liability would cover you. If two bikes hit each other, if one of those people had car insurance, that policy, I believe, would actually cover that accident if it happened on public roads. What is this guy doing? He is way too far over. If two cars hit each other and neither driver has insurance, or if you're a pedestrian and you're hit by a car that doesn't have insurance, there is an indemnity fund to cover uninsured situations. But you're also, I think, only entitled to the minimum amounts. It's quite complicated. All right, maybe what I'll do is we'll turn north up Sherburne, since we'll get to hop into a bike lane. What is this guy doing? What are you doing? Like, go on the sidewalk and do that. Oh well. It's the Red Path Sugar Refinery on the right. This is the foot of Jarvis Street. You know what? Let's take Jarvis Street. Might be fun. Taken Sherburne many times on this channel. Jarvis Street doesn't have bike lanes. So we're going to be heading north up to Midtown. Lisa says, you know shit, eh? Hey, mods, you can... Oh, another moderator just handled that. The SHIT word is fine. Japan says some people don't know the rules, yeah. It's really more common sense and common courtesy. We're waiting to cross Lakeshore Boulevard and head under the Gardner Expressway. North up Lower Jarvis. I believe it just becomes Jarvis after Front Street. There's another e-bike rider in front of me. Fun fact, if you're riding something with a motor, you are required to wear a helmet. There's the St. Lawrence Market on the left. Japan says 175 likes, 395 watching. Nita's cooking shows here. Hello. Thank you for joining. Yeah, we're just gonna go north up Jarvis. Why not? Animated conversation about the Maple Leafs going on, the Maple Laughs. Our sorry ass hockey team. So this is Front Street. And we're at Adelaide Street. Craigie says, what's with those Leafs, man? Jelly Bean says, Maple lose. Lisa went for a nice bike ride around 5:30 a.m. You must have been huffing in that badass air at that time. Not badass in a good way, but in a bad way. Let's see how long the stream's been going on for. About an hour and 12. Covered a fair bit of ground in such a short period of time. But we are on the east side of downtown. This is Richmond Street East. And this is Queen Street East here. That's the Moss Park Armory on the right. Lisa says rating of 3 in the morning and now it's at 7, so the air quality is worse now, but it smelled worse in the morning. Is that what you're saying? It was about 5 when I recorded my video this afternoon. Alp says leave my Leafs alone. No. It's okay if you're a fan of hockey, but just don't have expectations that they're ever going to win anything in the playoffs. Look at that little Can-Am. This is Shooter Street here. I'm going to get to the left just so right-turning cars can squeak through. Thank you, Clayton. Yeah, maybe we should just stick to Jarvis and take it all the way up. It's probably the road I would recommend least doing this on the east side of downtown. Like, Church would be better for sure. At least more visually interesting. Sherburne has bike lanes. And Parliament's better, and River has bike lanes. Yeah, this would be the least desirable option for a north-south route on the east side of downtown. But hey, that's what we're taking. This is Dundas Street here. Maybe next time I do an e-bike stream, I'll go in the other direction and we'll head up to North York. This says I'll pass 222 Jarvis, that monstrosity on the left there. Mr. Hippo says, and go up Mount Pleasant. Do you want me to go up Mount Pleasant? Essentially, Jarvis turns into Mount Pleasant, so we could do that. Jolly Bean says Harvey's. The famous Hooker Harvey's coming up. And there's Hooker Harvey's just up here on the left. Fun fact, if you type Hooker Harvey's into Google Maps, it'll actually take you to that location. There it is. I'm surprised that lot hasn't been taken over and redeveloped by now. And this is the Allen Gardens on the right. We're about to cross Carlton Street in a moment. Look at that. That delivery rider signaled his right turn. And you'll notice there's a red X over the middle lane. That's because at this time of day, that is a southbound lane, but in the morning, it is a northbound lane. It's one of the weird quirks of Jarvis. It has 5 lanes. And that middle lane changes direction. They do put an X on both sides for, I think, a period of about 5 minutes while directions change. This is Maitland Street here. It's kind of a unique setup on Jarvis. Serum says that Hooker Harvey's is a historical landmark and should be protected. Oh, they should definitely preserve the facade, right? If the developer wants to build it, keep the Harvey's facade. I also say the same of Zanzibar. I kind of don't care for the establishment, but I really like the exterior and what it lends to Yonge Street. This is Wellesley Street East. So in a few blocks here, Jarvis becomes Rogers, or Ted Rogers Way actually. Just says it, the last few blocks up to Bloor Street.
Timing.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, buddy. He's telling me I didn't time that right. Yeah, like you're supposed to cross over the road and go the wrong way. This is Earl Place. So, all right, Mr. Hippo said Mount Pleasant. So we're gonna open things up a bit here. We're gonna leave the downtown scenery. And I'm gonna blast up Mount Pleasant, why not? So we're going to be moving pretty fast. This is the Evil Rogers complex here. And now it's north up Mount Pleasant Road. Over the Rosedale Valley Road. This is a nicer ride in the other direction, but whatever. It still works. So we're heading back up to Yonge and Eglinton area where I started. think there's a guy on an e-scooter behind me. The speed limit here is 50, but I bet the cops would have a field day if they set up a radar. Traffic always seems to move at a good clip along this stretch of Mount Pleasant. Speaking of which, there's a cop. There's two of them. And this is the Rosedale neighborhood we're kind of diving through right now. I like how that first cop didn't even signal his turn. At least the second one did. There's some Anthony Fury signs. Anna Bailau, Brad Bradford, none of whom will win. Sorry guys, I am not looking at the chat at all. It's kind of a fast-moving roadway, a lot of vehicles going around. It's a pretty good uphill climb. It's a good test of the e-bike and the motor. This is Inglewood Drive. The street with all the Santas. You know what? Let's take Inglewood Drive. Yes, I looked all around and made sure there was no vehicles. Why not? Let's take Inglewood. Make a left onto St. Clair up here. This is around where Action Kid stayed in one of his Airbnbs. So this is west on St. Clair Avenue East. Oh, looks like there's a protest here in front of the Russian consulate. A lot of Ukrainian colors in front.
Це серйозна інфекційна загроза. Це загроза появи різних небезпечних.
It is disgusting that that war continues.
Yeah, I didn't quite know.
A lot of heartbreak for sure. Alright, so now we're just gonna blast up Yonge Street. But at least we'll get to pop back into bike lanes. Just reading some of your messages, yes. Lisa says she had a great dinner. It has cooled down considerably since I first set out. Looks like the bike lane is blocked just up ahead here. Let's see. Well, it's been temporarily moved over. There's a pothole being replaced. Or not a pothole, a sewer grate it looked like. This is Merton Street. So when I finished off my e-scooter ride last week, this was kind of the same way I came. Only this last bit, although that one I went north all the way through Yonge and Eglinton. Ruth says if the bike lane is blocked, go on the sidewalk. No, never do that. Never ever ride your bike on the sidewalk if you're over 14 in Toronto. Walk it on the sidewalk, but I'll just ride it on the road. Maybe exceptions if you're out in like the outer limits like Scarborough and North York. There's some pretty sketchy places to ride on the street, and there's wide open empty sidewalks that no one runs on, but in the built up areas, hell no, don't do that. Good crowd on the sidewalk here. And that is the street where I started this live stream we just passed on the left. Oh well, I guess I'm going all the way north here. Guess we're going into the belly of the beast, Young and Egg. Oh, how nice will it be when this construction finally clears up and they resurface this road and make it nice and smooth. What are you doing, RAV4? What are you doing? Signal my turn left. Left we go. Sheena Roberts, 5 pounds. Sheena Roberts, thank you so much for the 5 pounds, Sheena. Thank you very much for the fiber and the support. Trying to get in here. Get up. Ooh, little off-roading action. There's a case of Molson just sitting there. But if you haven't guessed it, we are at the end. An hour and 36 minutes. 23% left on the iPhone battery. There's the ad motor. Hopefully the next e-bike live stream I do will be on the other e-bike. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Hit the bell if you want in on when the next live stream is. Huge thanks to our mods for helping out, channel members, Patreon supporters, and just everyone who took part in the chat and everyone who sent support, including Sheena. Thank you so much, guys. I am going to ride my ass home right now and go take a shower and make a cup of tea and watch some TV. Thanks again, guys. I will